Hello Virgo, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 30th going to the 5th of September. So let's have a little look and see what's going on for you. Happy birthday to those who are celebrating around this time, as I know we have finally moved into Virgo season. Let's have a little look. Some of you could be getting a new car, by the way. There's something about your car. It could be red, by the way. Okay, let's see what's going on for you, Virgo. I'm going to pull you out some cards first. So we have inner peace coming in. Great. This is going to be a really good time for you. Okay, so things have not been so peaceful in the past. Can I say that, Virgo? Whether this is in your headspace or whether this is around you, what seems to be happening here is that you are learning how to heal the chaos, how to remove those anxieties, and how to come outside that comfort zone fearlessly, right? And to trust in the divine a little bit more. This is going to be achieved. I also see some kind of person in your life, whether it's a romantic partner, whether it's a platonic relationship, or whether it's a family member, whoever it is. I feel like they're also on the same journey as you. You might meet this person within this week as well, by the way. I actually feel like a drawing is coming up for you as well. I can see you doing some kind of art. Okay, sorry, a lot of messages coming in. I'm just trying to grab one more card. All right, yeah, a lot of peace coming in for you, which is really nice. I do see, if you're wanting to know about your goals and stuff, that is on its way to you. Don't worry. All right, you know already that this is yours and in your path already, so you don't need to panic, okay? You just need to trust and allow divine timing to do the work here. But I will just give you an extra confirmation. Everything that you know is in your life and will be in your life, and things that you want you back. That's how the laws work, okay? So it is going to be happening. The moment that you put doubt and fear into your manifestations is the moment we delay it. So again, it's best to let it go. Write it down on a piece of paper, your manifestations and what it is that you want, as if you've already got it, all right, and it is going to happen. Just leave it alone, okay? But yeah, okay, let me show you the cards that came out. There's a lot of blue energy. Being by water could be very important for you around this time, which I think is nice. But this is also about throat chakra and heart chakra energies that are going to be opening up around this time. Maybe going to, if you've had a bit of blocks on the heart, they're going to be very relevant around this time, but it's all to help you heal. Let's pull these cards out. So we have the koi fish. So as much as this card is about inner peace, if you are worried about finances, and this is something that you're also manifesting, I'm seeing it being amazing for you. I do see that wealth is within your future. Wealth is definitely on its way to you. I'm feeling the need to breathe, like there's specifically talking about air. Now this can also be about an air sign, because we do have that too coming through here as well. Now we also have healing chaos, Virgo. So what's coming in is we have inner peace and healing chaos. So I feel like we're finding our soul tribe, as you can see with the butterflies here. We have multiple animals in these cards. There is not one that's alone. So I want to say you are not alone, whether it's a physical person around you and a best friend, or a, really your sibling or a parent, or again, partner. It does feel like there's a good connection between the two of you, of where you are in a similar path. You're both removing chaos from your lives here, by the way. I'm seeing all these different butterflies coming through, which is also about transformation. Now, it almost feels as though in the past you have been kind of taken up by this tornado and thrown in other people's arguments and business. There has been a lot of chaos around you, and this tornado is representing a little bit of a messy situation. Capricorn had a similar card, and this could be representing a person, by the way, I've noticed, but by distancing yourself from a specific trigger, it could be a location here, Virgo, that's just creating a bit of a mess, right? There's too much going on. You could very much do with a holiday. You could very well, very much, what am I talking about? You could be needing space, quiet, tranquility. I just feel like we need to kind of get rid of the noise that's around us, so that you can actually find these answers that are coming through for you, okay? So again, removing yourself from any areas or locations or people that are creating this tornado, that are bringing you into their drama, that seem to be a bit of like a spiraling out of control. Don't try to heal this person. This person will get the help that they need by spirit, by the way. That is definitely on the cards. However, you need to distance yourself from certain people who are bringing in chaos to your life, because it's triggering something within you that needs to be addressed also. So you're learning from this, but it's also good to distance yourself and set boundaries, which you haven't done in the past. Okay, so with those two cards coming in, I smell some perfume. Could be getting new perfume. Yeah, we are. Oh, it smells good. It's a bit fruity, but it's a bit oh, it smells really nice. I like whatever perfume you guys are. I'm not wearing any, so I don't know where this is coming from. Like, we have the round and round card coming in. So again, this is very similar to this chaos card. Now, I do feel as though there's a lot of baggage we're letting go of, which is nice. Virgo, this is definitely a big week for spiritual enlightenment. Yes, I want to use that word, but definitely development is the best key term here, because you've been on a spiritual journey for a while. You are an old soul, so you've been on this for a few lifetimes actually. I feel like show me the number 5. So this maybe your life path number 5, by the way, guys, but it's almost like you're definitely at a point here where things need to change, and it does come from understanding where this spiral is coming from and removing it, cutting away. If you imagine a circle here, normally things are going in a cycle, Virgo, and if this is a chaotic situation and triggers coming up again, especially if some reason I'm hearing this time of year, this keeps happening, what we need to do is understand that this is going to keep repeating itself until we distance ourselves from it, until we cut the cord. All right, what that means is we have to remove ourselves from it. We have to actively come out of a situation. Okay, because otherwise the round and round card, I'm getting dizzy here with these like spiral themes coming in with these cards. Okay, now this is the right thing for you to do, to whether it's cord cutting that's coming up for you, whether it is cutting cycles out, repetitive things from your life, because 2 and a 5, we have co-created this change. Whatever is coming up for you within this week, we've asked for it from Spirit at some point, and it's happening now for you to make these changes. Now is the perfect time to do something that you have not done before, so that you can get a different result, and you will get a different result. Okay, this goes to number 7, 2 and a 5, which is amazing, which means that this is going to lead you down your divine path. So it is the right thing to be doing. Don't worry about it. The next card you have, again, similar to what I was saying earlier, this is saying breathe. A really good time to focus on the breath work. This could be very good for you in terms of meditation, any yoga or anything. This is Piscean energy coming through within this week, which I think is going to be very beneficial to you. You know, doing anything to do with tarot or the occult, this is looking like a good path for you, connecting to your spirit guides, connecting to a higher power. We can do that with or without tools. Again, tarot cards is just a tool to connect you and to help you connect to your intuition. And your intuition is always there anyways, okay? So using these tools is perfectly fine. Without the tools, perfectly fine as well. But there is this Piscean energy coming through that's saying it's needed, and this is also healing, by the way, guys, which I think is about you finding that fresh air after all this chaos and all these clouds. So I feel like I'm hearing the weather's changing, and that could be hypothetically speaking, talking about, you know, going from rain to sunshine, which I think is super important for you. 2 and a 9 here, so definitely an ending coming in. You are also closing out cycles within your life and cutting away any triggers. So I love this. I'm going to go into your tarot and see what else is coming up for you around this time. Okay. Okay, I see a spirit around you, Virgo. This is an interesting spirit, though. I have not seen someone like this. And I don't know if this is an actual person who was, you know, living, or whether this is like something different. Because I've not seen something like this before. So it does feel like it's almost from a different, I'm going to sound crazy when I say this, but like dimension. You could be channeling in spirits here. I'm a bit suspicious. It doesn't feel bad, by the way, at all. So don't worry about it. Don't panic about it. But it feels very different from what I've seen before. Okay, anyways, let's have a little look and see what's going on for you, Virgo, for the week. Listening to music, very healing, okay? Whether you go to sleep listening to it, whether you're meditating listening to it, I think it's very important for you. Now, watch out for your back, by the way. I said that and I'm getting a pain here now. So make sure that we have a good posture, Virgo. But most importantly, this is about letting go of things that are creating a burden for you. You are not responsible for other people's mess. They can deal with that themselves, all right? Don't try to lift the weight for everyone else. You are a kind person, Virgo, but you also need to be kind to yourself, okay? Because again, you cannot give from an empty cup here. There is too much weight. You're trying to balance everything at once. You're being asked to let go of something, whether it's just for the time being or whether it's permanently, just so that you can regain balance, so that you can straighten yourself back up again, gain your strength again, and then go back at it. Or again, just completely let go to regain that healing. But this is saying you're starting to bend over backwards for people who don't deserve it. This is time to let go of that now. So with the 10, it is an ending of something here, Virgo, and it is a closing of a chapter. And this is also about you building boundaries towards others. Placing boundaries towards people who are trying to overstep the line. Let's clarify the 10 of Wands. I'm seeing you reading a book here. Yes, this is definitely you cutting cords here. People who are just energetically draining, or people here who, you know, you're feeling like you're having to carry. Don't know what they mean by this. This can also just be a lot of responsibility on you, okay? And you're just finally able to break free from this. Now, we have the Ace of Swords, which is amazing for victory. So I do think that there is some good news coming through in terms of what it is you're trying to let go of, especially if there is resistance there. This is also about freedom. Again, that air. I feel like we need to breathe in some air. Virgo, fresh air. Go somewhere amazing with a nice view, whether it's in the mountains or whether it's just a really nice location where you can just breathe. Because that's coming in here for you, Virgo. The initial T is coming in. Now that could be a place. Whew. Okay, right. Let's see what else is coming in. All right. So this is also communication that's going to allow you to release, as I said. Okay. Anything else coming up for Virgo within this week? We have the Three of Pentacles, so definitely some planning coming in here. I do feel like you're going to be getting a lot of compliments around this time, especially in terms of your work. So that is all well deserved. Because it's Three of Pentacles, it's also about stability. We're building that stability now. We're rebuilding maybe a plan. You could be going back over plans here, clearing things out again. It's because you're coming from a clearer mind, especially if this burden represented by the Ten of Wands is to do with your mentality. You know, you're carrying a lot of stuff and baggage that needs to be let go of. I'm seeing clarity. I'm seeing a removal of anything that's been keeping you down so that you can refocus on the plan, on the foundation of something that you're building here. And if that's in terms of work, then this is looking really good for you. Two of Pentacles as well. So definitely need to do with stability. Now, this can be a job and a side hustle, or it could be two things you're trying to balance at once. Be personal life and social life. We know Virgos struggle with that a little bit. You are ruled by the 6th house. It can also be health, and again, another situation that you're trying to balance too. What I'm seeing is that there is going to be a balance here, but this is also, yeah, they're showing me this. This is the cord that I think we need to cut out too, Virgo. How can I feel as though we might need a bit more of a team to help you out with something too. I see you needing to cut the cord with someone that you might be contemplating whether you should stay around or not. I actually feel as though there's an additional thing being added to this, but it feels like this is, okay, so you're leaving something behind, which is adding something else on top of this, but this is something, again, very beneficial to you. How can I describe this? I can't even think of a situation I can use this with, but I do see you walking away. Now, this takes a lot of courage to walk away from something, especially if it's a relationship or if it's from, especially company here, because I'm seeing you going from being around others to being by yourself, Virgo. Or to remove yourself from a situation where you're still in love with someone, still invested in something, but you know intuitively that this is just not serving you anymore. It takes a lot of courage to do that. It takes a lot of strength, and I actually feel like you're going to be rewarded for this decision because you're listening to your gut. So one of the best things that you can do is to follow the signs. So you are walking away from something, but because of that, you're almost bringing a nice balance into your life. So I think this is something that was destined for you. To walk away, to find yourself. Can we clarify this Three of Pentacles? The Seven of Pentacles. Now, I love that, right? What a great combination. We have success as well with the Six of Wands. And again, that recognition. You guys are going to get some compliments in terms of your work. You've done very well, okay? Hard work is being paid off. 7 and a 3 goes to a 10 of Pentacles, which is abundance, a windfall here, Virgo, financial gain. It can also just be stability in your life and a really happy home. But whatever you've been working on, you've been planning it. Now there's hard work and effort being put towards it, some dedication and consistency, but it is going to pay off for you. And take your time with it, Virgo. There is no need to rush success. In fact, there is no such thing as overnight success. It's just an accumulation of hard work that leads to the overnight success, okay? Just be careful who we're comparing ourselves to, is one thing I want to say. But this looks amazing. Within the next 7 weeks, they're going to be very important for you, Virgo, so write that down. The next 7 weeks is going to be about you working towards this dream of yours, but you will be successful. And that could be that 7 weeks that you hit a target here, which I think is very beneficial to you to know. So put it on the calendar and see what happens. But you've been given to this. So I feel like we need to keep going with that, because we're gaining clarity. Yeah, I do see us walking away. This is coming underneath the 2 of Pentacles. So it is definitely cord cutting. All right, especially someone, now this Page of Swords came up in the Capricorn reading. If you have Capricorn placements, go and watch this, go and watch it. But this isn't coming up as bad as what it did back then. This could just be someone who is a little bit immature. This is someone who could definitely be defensive, or it could be just be you protecting your energy coming through here, Virgo. But I do see that we're having to remove ourselves from someone who might not be saying nice things about you behind your back. Just saying, I don't want to scare anyone, but it feels like you're having to leave something behind. Not exactly, it is a choice that you're making, but it's not exactly what you want to do. But it's something that you feel like you have to do because of the circumstances. And I'm getting a ringing in my ear with that as well. Hearing the name Ashley, Ashley? Okay, anyways. That was random. So we are cutting away something that has been connected to us. It's interesting because now they're reminding me of that cord cutting here, the round and round. So I do think it's necessary. All right. Anything else coming in for Virgo? One thing I want to say is I do think you're finding a new way out. What do they mean by that? Finding a new way out. I feel like this, what they're showing me is almost like a cave, and it feels like this has not been treaded down before. So you could be definitely going into a new experience that you've never been through. So despite the fact you've been here for many lives, Virgo, this is a very big experience for you. This is leading towards very, very amazing things, though it doesn't feel bad at all. It feels, thrilling, like exhilarating, not thrilling, exhilarating. There's excitement and curiosity when it comes to this. You can't help but move forward even more down this journey. So any divine detours, any new things that are calling your name, go towards them. There's a message here. Anything else? Ooh, we have a lot of decision making coming through, especially in terms of your path. What's going to make me happy? And I think we should ask that question when we are making a decision. And whatever makes you happiest, go for it. I think that's your answer here. Whatever makes you happiest. Because I do see that we're wanting big things in the future. We're wanting things to grow. We might be contemplating the path that we're still on and wondering where it can still take us, though. I think there's a reason why you're being called to think bigger and to move down in a different direction here, because it feels like we have to make a decision, and I feel like we're supposed to move forward into something different. Specifically, an emphasis on the word different. I don't think staying the same is going to help you, and you may not understand this now, but just because we have the 7 of Swords here, so there might be something along the line, if you stay doing what it is that you're doing, that you know that you need to move away from, that could lead you, I don't want to say that this is going to be something really big, but it is just a little bit of like self-sabotaging, or it is something that isn't going to lead you to the outcome that you're wanting here. So that's if you stay. If you move, though, like your gut is telling you to, Virgo, what I do see when we remove the blindfold and understand that you are able to do anything and capable of doing anything, you'll start to see that the new path for you is a lot greater than the one that you are going down currently. Because there might be an illusion involved. I'm being shown, like a mirage? Is that what I call it? Whereas like you're in a desert, you're moving forward, and like maybe a sign, yeah, there we go. So a sign is telling you to go one way, but in a distance, if you stay down your route, yeah, so something's told you to change paths, to go a different way, a bit of a divine detour here. And you're going to go down it because you've been told to, but in a distance, if you carry on going where you're going, you see like the water, which is something that you're looking for again. I don't know what that represents to you. Maybe it's an abundance, whether it's love, whether it's, you know, I don't know. It could be anything. It could also be, yeah, your goals, because that's being shown on the star card, isn't it? Like a pool. Absolutely. Okay, so that's that. So it's almost like your goals, whatever that might be. It could be fame for you, Virgo, just being well known, helping others. What is, yeah, definitely career as well for some of you. You can see it in a distance though, and it's like, I feel like our eyes are deceiving us in this situation, because when you go closer to it, it will disappear. So you've been promised something going where you're going, but it's changed, but it's still there, imprinted. I don't know how to describe this. I'm hoping you guys are understanding, because someone told you to keep going straight, and now all of a sudden you get an instinct to go in a different way because it's down that way, and it's a very strong feeling. But then in a distance, as that's at the same time, you're starting to see the path, but it feels like the path has changed. The outcome is no longer over there. It needed to change for some reason, spiritual reason. Not quite sure what the divine's doing right now, but it's now down that way. Go that way. Go where you need to go, where your gut is telling you to go, because it's going to lead you to bigger and better things. You might have to do things slightly differently, but again, I feel like it's going to be very rewarding for you. And again, you will reach that position that you want to be in. Okay, really interesting. The path has changed. It's really interesting. But it feels good though. I feel like, again, you're going to get where you want to go if you decide to make the right decision. Okay, let's see what else is coming up for Virgo. Here we go, the initiation. And again, we do have boundaries here and the leap. So we might be needing to place boundaries to take a leap of faith here. Especially with our thoughts and our mindset. Creating boundaries with those negative thoughts also helps. You have the initiation, the rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So energetically, could also be physically speaking, we are actually crossing something here, and we're now entering a new world. And as you can see, things have been quite dark, and I want to kind of say that this was involved, coming from the same place. Where you are, there's a lot of chaos going on, and lightning and darkness. Now moving forward, making this decision, you are cutting away a lesson, you know, especially if you felt like you've been in this darkness for a while. You're now moving into something really amazing, colorful, bright. All right. So again, any kind of movement is necessary. As you can see down here, there's a bit of snakes. There's a few snakes here. So again, just be careful of who you trust, because they're going to be there at the door. So it's like a little bit of temptation before you make a decision to actually go, no, I'm gonna move forward anyways. Because it's almost like the snakes here are like, are you sure you want to do that though? Like, isn't that dangerous? Or how do you know what's behind that door? Like, are you sure you're being guided this way, or is it just more temptation? It's really weird. You have a bit of temptation here, like a weird little doubt of our intuition. But I think that when you cross this, bliss, I'm hearing peace. Like, I actually hear nothing, which is nice. So moving into environments that help you refocus, and again, there's less noise and more time to think clearly, find that inner peace. Very beneficial to you moving forward. So I wish you guys all the best. Expect the impossible to happen here, guys. And I will see you guys next week. I love you.